Good day, guys. This is Annika from kingdomlifestyles.com, and today we are going to pick up right where we left off. Yesterday we created these two TikTok videos. Okay, so these are for people that want to be creating TikTok videos without their faces. A lot of people, when they start out, are shy. And as you could see in part 3's description, I then went along after we did the tutorial and I just added this so that if you go and actually look at the video in the link of my description in part 3, you'll see that I then in this block added my website. Okay, so that's all I did extra. And another thing that I quickly want to show you guys what I did was you can transition. So you can add transitions into your video pages. So this was very simple because we literally duplicated each one of these video pages. We set the time frame of each one. And we then went and we posted it. So the very first one I made and I posted it just like that so that you could see the difference between the two. So the difference between the two of them was that this one did not have transitions at all. And this one, that one I added transitions after we had done the tutorial. So today I want to start out where we left off and I want to show you how to add transitions. So if you go and hover in between your slides that you have created like this, you will either see that you can add another page, or if you hover just below that, you will see you can add a transition. So let's do that, guys. Let's say add transition. Now there are only a few to choose from. So you can either say dissolve. First, let us go and just make this a bit smaller so we can actually see it. So if you want to make smaller or bigger, whatever you are working on, you can do it right here. So I like to have my entire screen so that I can see what I'm busy doing. So then you will hover there and you will then go and say add transition, and because we've already clicked on it, it's there. So you can now check each one of them out when you hover over slide, when you say circle wipe, there's another one, color wipe, line wipe, match and move, flow and stack, and we've got chop. So I think for this one I like, for the other one I chose circle wipe. Maybe for this one what we need is line wipe. That's maybe not enough. That one's pretty, let's try flow. Okay, so then you'll see that now you've added a transition between the two pages, and you would literally just go and you would do exactly the same thing and say flow, exactly the same thing and say flow, and exactly the same thing, add transition and say flow. And if you now watch this, you will see that between your slides it will actually use that transition. And there we go. We have got a transition, and it's not just something that is standing still. Now, if you noticed, if you do this, you would probably have to go and make your slides a little bit longer because you do not just have static now. Then I just want to close this, and I want to show you guys one more time just how you would then put an effect on this. So as we can see already, currently we are on typewrite. Okay, so let's say that I wanted it to I want another animation on this. Okay, so let's maybe go block. Okay, so we are going to change all of them to block. I think that it is really important to stay consistent because you don't want your stuff to be jumping all over the place and every page has got a different transition. So I recommend when you're starting out to use exactly the same thing on each page. You know, don't try and use all the transitions in one design. You can always make another design where you can literally, and because this is the last page, I would like to leave it exactly on stomp because I like the stomp effect. And then if you can now see, now what I've done is I've applied my animation to my text right there. And you can even go as far as to go and add an animation on this text. So animate, and I want to say breathe, and you click on the next slide and you say animate and you say breathe, and the next slide you will go click on the text and say breathe, and the next slide we can click on the text and say breathe, and we can literally click on the text there and just say breathe again. So now guys, I'm going to quickly show you what that looks like, and then we can continue with the lesson for today. So now I've added transitions, and I just wanted to show you that so you can see that my internet speed is a little bit slow at the moment, so it's not coming up the way that it would be rendering. So I think what I would do is download this quickly so that we can actually see what it would look like. So I'm just going to quickly download it and actually play it for you guys. Remember, because it's for TikTok, we are not going to add any special sounds or anything, because we will do that in TikTok. TikTok does not like if you upload your own sounds unless you are featuring your own sounds, and you've gotten to that stage where you actually are doing your own sounds and adding it into TikTok's library. Okay. So as we wait for this, I quickly want to show you guys, if you go to Canva's top bar, you will find an a place where they've got Canva Academy, where you can actually go to design school and you can learn Canva as a beginner. Literally the first things that you need to know to start, up until the very, very, very crazy, teach with Canva, even managing your team in Canva, all of these things, guys. You can go and watch all these free tutorials on how to actually, how to actually create or get better, because you want to get better at Canva, right? Okay, so while we're waiting for this video to download, I just actually want to test something. Obviously, it's just taking a little while to download. So maybe what I'll do is just pause, and when it's downloaded. Okay, so it has downloaded, and I'm quickly going to just find it. Okay, I didn't save it in there. I think I saved it in here. And there we go, test day 4. So this is what the video will look like once it's downloaded. So there you can see that it is sliding in and out, and this is exactly what we have put on. I just want to run that from the start again. I think it's because I just opened it, and there you will see that it had the block. It brought in the entire block, right? Now I would still recommend actually going back and changing it back to typewrite, because typewrite would just catch people's attention. But okay, for the sake of actually going on to our next thing that we are going to be doing today, I'm going to move on. And what I want to do today is I actually want to show you guys how to make a video with static images. If you don't want something to be playing in the background, and you've literally used all of Canva's free videos, resources, which is almost impossible. But I just want to show you, if you had to do that, how you would do it. So what I would literally do is just remember that you can never lose a design in Canva unless you go and delete it. So you just literally go back to home, and home is where everything that you have done in Canva will be. Okay, so when we go back to home, we will say create a design, and then we will say TikTok. Now you see that you have got TikTok photo mode, but I would say still go for 1080 by 1080, guys. That is the TikTok size, and that is what that is the size that you need to use for TikTok. Oh gosh, it's not. Okay, let's just check quickly. TikTok video 1080 by 1920. Okay, so it is TikTok photo mode 916. This is the size that we want to use for TikTok. Okay, so literally what I would then do is I would start by so today's video, I've already got an idea of what I want to do. So I want to target the elderly market, people that are 50 years and older. So what I would first of all do is I would go right down on my interface, my all of my elements that I have on the left here, and I would go background, and I would say old woman working on laptop maybe. And you will see that TikTok is quite limited on the images that they give you. Okay, so for that, then I would go to Pixel. So guys, pixels.com is just one of the amazing websites. There are so many of them out there, but this is kind of my go-to for anything if I need. So I will say older woman working from home maybe. Let's see what happens if we say that. So I'm kind of looking for an image right now that I'm looking for an image that has an older person working from home, because that is brilliant. Okay, so here we go, and it literally lets you download it for free. And what you can do is I just normally put them in my free images, and there we go. So now I have got my first image that I would like to work with. Okay, so guys, the point of the video today is to start from scratch. Okay, so we're going to start with a blank canvas. We're not even going to use what Canva is providing at the moment. I'm going to show you from Pixels or from any other website that you can find that can give you free images. And that is the point of today, is to show you guys that there are so many different ways that you can actually do this. So I actually had this one previously, which is of the same couple, if you can see it, and I've already uploaded that. So that is just amazing. And I think because this is going to, you'll see what it does. Literally, we are going to double click on the image, and we are just going to have some fun today. So I'm just waiting for it to actually, there we go. So we're going to first put the lady in there, and then we are going to say duplicate page. Then we're going to double click, and then we're going to put the man in there. Okay, and the man is working from home as well. And then we are going to add a page, and we are going to put and set as background, and then that will be our final page. So now I thought of just making, a fun video today with static backgrounds, and show you guys how you can actually also make a video from images and from photos. You don't have to have a moving video in the background. Okay, so basically we're going to dive into some elements today. So what I'm looking for is a speech bubble. So if you type anything in there, guys, it has a million different elements that you could use, or that you could literally, insert into your image, and they are scalable, like you can see. So what we're going to do is we are going to add the speech bubble right here. I'm thinking of maybe using one that kind of points more to her head, because this one, let me see, you have a flip option, but that doesn't work. So maybe let's see if we can find another one. Yes, okay, so here's another one. So I'm going to delete this one. So as you can see, there are many different options that I can use here. So this one points more to her mind, right? And what I'm going to put in here, I'm just going to say go on the side here, and I'm going to go and find a text. Now guys, I also want to try and incorporate a little bit of what I've taught you in the first few tutorials. So if you go to brand kit, normally you would find your text here under text, and here are headers, titles and subheadings and all these things, and there are grouped text, because certain fonts go together. You can't just use any fonts together. So if you're looking for that, then you can find it here. But because we've already created our brand kit, remember we have our fonts stored right here. So we would use our same fonts. And what I would like to say is, let's call him Bob. So she is literally sitting here, and she is typing to Bob. Do you think this online digital marketing business is going to work? And this is literally what she is busy typing to Bob. So actually what I would like to do is I'm going to make this a bit bigger so that I have more space above her head. There we go. And now I can actually make this a bit bigger. So guys, as you can see, literally you just click on whatever you want to edit and you put it in there. So it's a little bit I make it a bit bolder so people can actually see what she's saying. So she's typing a message to Bob, right? And she's saying to Bob, Bob, do you think this online digital business, this online digital marketing business, I like to just space my text nicely, is going to work? And then Bob is sitting here, and as I made her bigger, I would like to do the same with Bob so that we've got enough space above his head as well. And Bob is literally also sitting, and I think he's busy watching training at the moment because you can see the headphones. So what I've done there, guys, is if I want to select it, Then I just drag from the side, I select those two boxes and I say Control C because I'm copying it. I click on the second page and I say Control V to paste it. So Control V to paste it. That is Victor. Okay, because I want it to be kind of in the same position. But now you can see that this one can't actually go in the same position because then it's going to kind of go into his head. So we are going to have to move this one a little bit up. Okay, maybe we're also going to have to move Bob's image a little bit down as well. So there we go. So now Bob is going to be replying and Bob is going to say, love, just look at your phone. We just got the ding. As you were typing, we earned $600. And I would probably not do that. He's going to be very excited. So he's going to be like, love, look at it. We just earned $600 as you were typing that. Okay, so love, just look at your phone. We just got the ding. As you were typing, we earned $600. And he's a grumpy old man, obviously. That's why he's not smiling. Okay, so then basically I would copy that same text, just go on it, and I would say, just paste it in here. You select the image and then you paste it in here, and we would obviously now just change the text because it is going to be just at the bottom here. And remember, guys, I said if you are designing for TikTok, don't put anything at the very, very bottom. So I would then say, it is very possible for anyone to earn from home with the six-figure, let's just go figure blueprint. And this is very, very simple design. It's not exactly something that, you know, it's not outstanding or anything, but it's for the purposes, guys, of just showing you that it is possible. Okay, so now she's actually got the headphones on and I think she's busy doing the trading, which is quite funny. But anyway, so what I'm trying to say to you guys is we can now go and we can spice this up a little bit. Okay, so I think what we did yesterday is so I would actually put my text here on black again, and then I would go to elements. Now in elements we can maybe use let's maybe use, we can just find another speech bubble if we want. Let's find one that actually points up, and there we go. Okay, so what I'm actually going to do is just put that in there, put another speech bubble in there. We could actually do that, and then we can flip it. Oops, flip it back, and we could even just turn it like that, and just I want to kind of move it down, and then we would obviously put our text in there and position it. It is very possible for anyone to earn from home with the six-figure blueprint. And there we go. So guys, this is like super simple. It's not the best quality design or anything like that, but it is something to start out with. Okay, so this is just a fun thing, something that I wanted to do today to show you guys that you can even do this in photo mode, right? Why? Because we can actually now go and we can click on the text and we can say animate. And just like before, we can go and say typewrite. Okay, so the moment you do that, you are seeing that it's going to be putting a little play bar in here. Guys, this means that your total video, all 3 pages here, are 15 seconds long. So if you are going to be clicking on this right now, the image, it will show you that you have got the editing. You can edit the time here of how long you want this video to be. And I would say we're going to need more than 5 seconds to kind of, read that and look at it and whatever. So let's make it 10 seconds. And you can then also say apply to all 3 pages. So if we go, then we will immediately see that it's now a 30-second video. Okay, just because I added one part of animation, which I made a typewriter. Now if you go and click there, you will see that it's not animated yet. I've only animated this one so far. So I would obviously make this one the same. I would be consistent and I would keep it exactly the same. And because this one is just a lot different, I would maybe, say bounce or burst. Burst is maybe a good one. So there we go, guys. Literally, this is how we can, do it with photo images. And if I then go and watch what I've created, this is what it's going to do. Bob, do you think this online digital marketing business is going to work? Love, just look at your phone. We just got the ding. As you were typing, we earned $600. It is very possible for anyone to earn from home with the 6-figure blueprint. So guys, there we go. There is a video. So you can even go as far as to say, okay, you would like to animate this page. Okay, so if we animate the page, it will obviously take off what we have put on there. I just want to quickly see if I can find. If you hover over it, guys, you will immediately see. So you can animate an element. Like this is animating a text box. This I can animate actually as well. And if I want that to maybe breathe, as it's running, I can literally animate every single element on each page. So if we want to do breathe there as well, we can do it. And if we want to maybe go and stomp that one, just to make it a little bit more, let it stand out a bit, we can do that. Then I want to quickly show you guys something else. So we've got our little video now, and when we download it, we will be putting it into Canva, and we'll add our music in Canva. And for the purposes of this video, I will upload it to my Canva again. I will upload it to my TikTok again and put the link in the description for you guys so you can actually look at what it looks like. Okay. It is a very simple thing. I don't mind putting it on my TikTok because it's content, and we can just put out content as we go because we are still learning, right? Okay. So I literally do not have anything other here than, I don't have my website on here. I don't have anything else on here. But this is just literally something. So I want to show you guys just a little neat trick as well, something that I would add to this to let it stand out a little bit. If you go to Elements, once again, in Elements, you will find so many things. So I would like to add a border. around these images. So if you go to border, you will see many different kinds of borders. Now I'm literally actually just looking for a straightforward border, something that is not going to be too much. But as you see, this one is not scalable up and down. It's only scalable to that point, so this one will not work. So what I'm looking for is looking for a border that is scalable up and down, and you can immediately see that it is only scalable like this, so it is not right. And here we go, and there we go. So we found a border that is scalable. You can now scale it up, you see, and you can scale it to the side. Awesome. So guys, this is just a little extra that I like, just it's something that I like because you want to be unique and you want to put your own little thingy in there. So what I want to do is I want to now take this border and I want to put it exactly in the middle. So I would click on it and say center. So there we go. And now we see there is a border. Now this border doesn't really have, I just want to zoom in so I can see closer. You see this border is only a top and a bottom. Okay, so you don't really see the sides of this border, which is just because the image is actually, I'm actually not sure. It is just how this border is made. So even there is something you can add to, maybe make it a little bit nicer. So let's just leave it like that. And what I would do is I would select the border, and Control Shift will allow you to select both of them. If it does not want to work, you can always go and drag, and you will see it highlights the border and the corner. So we have actually now added a border and a corner. Okay, so I will then just go select them. As you can see, the corner is selected and the border is selected, and I will say Control C. I'll go to the very next one and I will say Control V. I'm pasting it in there, and then I will do exactly the same here on the third page. Control V, and it will just add it in there. So that's just a little extra touch. There's so many different things that you can add and put in here, but if we want to quickly go and look at what our video looks like, this is what it's going to be looking like. Literally, I will download this and I will post it into my TikTok, and I will just add some music and I'll show you guys. And guys, that is it. If you want to add your own type of images, or maybe you went on holiday and you want to show people, all of you can literally add 100 pages in one Canva. It can take 100 pages. Okay, so I'm just choosing to do 3, and I wonder if Pixel actually has more images on this couple. Maybe were they a little bit more happy? Oh, that's an ice stock. Okay, so guys, that's another thing that you can just check out for. That was quite a nice one, because you could go on to say, and now you can cheat, and now we can teach our children to do this as well, so that would be pretty cool. So I mean, the world is your oyster with Canva. I'm just actually trying to see if I can make my video a little bit longer, trying to see if there's anything eye-catching here. What we could also do is we could go and add a page, and I would keep this, just select it again, and I would keep that in my background, because it's kind of what we were doing. And what you can do is maybe go to the side here. Guys, this is literally a crash course. As you can see, this is not a a professional marketing Canva course, but I'm teaching you what I know, and I'm trying to just show you the quick ins and outs. So if we go and say mobile marketing video, we can literally go and find maybe just something that is, let's see, that's probably not going to fit. You see, because that page was selected, it actually threw it into that page now, and I don't want it there. So what I would do is I would just literally drag it down and put it in here. And I just want to see if I set as background. That's very much for trading, so no, I do not want that. And let's just see. I see that they have many trading things on here. What about this one? So I added it there again, so I'll just put it into my next slide. And maybe if we say replace background, then what we have is a guy counting his cash here, which is not that bad, I think. Well, I don't really want that trading stuff in there, so I would try to kind of not have it in there. But actually, let's just click outside and see what the video is going to look like. Okay, so now we've actually added on to that, and it's just a small little video where he's counting his cash, and we would probably go back right here. And because remember, we want consistency. So what you'll see now, that I have put the border and this on top of the text. So what I would then do is I would click on it and I would say position, and I would push it backwards. Okay, so now you see it's been pushed backwards. Now if you want to try and click on the bubble, you'll still see that now what's happened is that the border is actually now in between the text and the bubble. Okay, so you would want to click on the border again and say push it backwards again, because now you are pushing your text and your bubble forward, and you're pushing your background to the back, so that we can actually copy it. Okay, so we're going to, okay, this should be working. If you go and say control shift, it should be actually doing that. But okay, let's do it. It's not working, I don't know why. So say control C, and I will put my bubble in here, and just get the text as well, control C, and then in here we can just say start earning serious cash daily, regardless of your age. Reach out to me and I will show you how. Okay, I'm just gonna say earn serious cash daily. And what we can do is just pull it a little bit to the sides, regardless of your age. Maybe say contact me, email me, and I will show you how. Okay, so now we've got to see how long is this clip, and it is 10 0.8, and remember we want it all to be on 10, so I would just change that there and say 10 and enter, and it's done. Okay, so guys, literally there we go. Now I've got a 35-second video, and this is what it's going to look like. So she's obviously typing this to Bob, and he says, "Love, just look at your phone. We just got the ding. As you were typing, we earned $600. It's very possible for anyone to earn from home with the 6-figure blueprint. Earn serious cash daily, regardless of your age. Email me and I will show you how." Okay, guys, so what I maybe would like to do is on this page, this is where he's now earning the money, right? So I want to show you what you can do is in elements, you can actually say cash, and I'm looking for something that is going to be animated, obviously, and you will see that like this, something like this. Yes, there we go. So there is so many elements here, guys. Like you can just scroll and scroll. Here's even coins. You know, the coins could even work. You see, you can do the coins and the bills. And I think that the coins are a bit much, maybe. It could work. So what we could do is we could go just make it a little bit bigger, and we can, I'm actually going to fit it to the box because I don't want it to be too big. We could just take that one and we could make it to fit to the box, and we can just move them down and click on the other one and move it down. And what we would do is we would then copy them, Control C and Control V, and you will see that it has placed another one there. So we would want to put the two of them there. So now we've got the coins at the top. Now we want this one, Control C, Control V. We want this one at the top as well, right? And there's our other coin box. Guys, I know this looks like it's very confusing, but it is really not actually that confusing. So guys, what you would do then, now you can see that this is actually over your text box, and you do not want that. So I'll just move it out the side right here, move that out the side a little bit, and then I would just bring that position and forward until it can't come any more forward. And you would then want to bring your bubble position forward. You see now it's right at the front, but you just want it to go one backwards. So this is quite a good example of bringing it forward, but your money and your cash is still falling. Now what we can do is we can just move this back, and we can see that it is actually still there. It's still working. And we move it over the picture. And as I said, I don't actually really like these coins, so I'm actually going to take the coins out. I'm just going to throw it, not that one, it's that one. I'm just going to throw it out of the picture, and I actually just like the notes. We don't want coins. And there we go, guys. Literally, that has just spiced up this page a little bit because this woman looks very grumpy. So okay, so let's test our video one more time before we post it. Let's see what it looks like. And there we go. We see that the cash is falling, and he is very smirk about it. and I guess I'm just making up my own little story here. But yes, so this is how easy it is, guys, to make it from static. You know, you literally do not need, you don't need, it's nothing special. It's nothing that you cannot achieve. I just want to go and see if I have applied the border here. I did not, so I picked that up at least. Okay, guys, so literally I will download this and then I will post it, and that is how you can create a TikTok video still, but just by using images and animating the elements and the images inside of your Canva. Okay, so I hope you guys are blessed. If there's anything that I didn't mention or I went too fast on anything, please let me know, and I will make sure that I make a video in regards to that for you. So have a blessed day, guys. I really hope this video helped you.